our drawing here now is a combined foundation, floor, and window detail. Right, so up to the windowsill, and just slightly above that. All right, so just to get going then, your foundation as normal for a passive house. So 1350 by 450. Alright, so just get going at it straight away. So that's the first place to start with the likes of this. So then you could put in your reinforcement bars. Don't be overly pushed on location of them. Just get them in. And your symbols, don't forget those. Again, if you have the T-square and set squares, by all means, please use those. Alright, I'm just going through it with the ruler and the pencil again, just to show those that it can be done. Okay, so then we come in 450 or 45 mil. Right, on the ruler, and then we're going to start putting in our vertical block work. Alright, so try and keep it as vertical as you can. Blocks are 100 mil. Alright, so 10 millimeters. Make sure your lines are parallel going up. Alright, the last thing we want then is for them to be joining up together as you go along. Alright, so that's where I start from. Next part then will be the actual cavity. In this case is 100 as well. And then we have our timber frame, which is 22.5. Alright, and we bring that up as well. So that's where I'm starting from. So we have our timber frame section here. Will be blocks on the flat on the bottom until you get up to floor level, and then you have your external leaf, which is your row of blocks. Alright, so then I'm just going to start by putting in my rows of blocks here at the bottom and work my way up. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that one. So we'll do the same here. So 22.5, a little bit of a gap for cement, and keep going in that fashion up the page. So we'll bring those across, and we'll bring them across just here for now. If you remember back to the previous details that we've done before, you have some lightweight insulated blocks underneath the timber frame to act to prevent your thermal bridging from occurring. Okay, so and carry on one more. Now, so then we have to divide up down here for our blocks. It'll make a little bit more sense now, just shortly. Okay, so there we have our blocks on the flat. Then we have a concrete fill put in here to fill this gap here. Okay, so it fills the bottom of the cavity. Make sure you put in your symbols again. And then we have our lightweight insulated blocks. For just the top three, you can put them in for the top four if you wanted. Alright, again, it's just down to building preference. They're just expensive, that's why don't overdo them, but they are crucial here at this junction for thermal bridging. Okay, so now we're up that far. Alright, so then remember here, the rule I've tried to teach you all along is up 3 blocks on the outside for your ground level on the outside. So we'll come across there. So there's the ground level outside. And then up 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4 for the floor level on the inside. Okay, so now we're going to work just a little bit on the floor here, just to get that detailing done, and then we'll work up till we get up to the windowsill. All right, so this should all be pretty straightforward in terms of drawing and revision in that case. All right, so what do we have? We have 75mm screed on top, so 7.5 comes across. Then we have 150mm of insulation. Then we have 150mm subfloor. Then you have your radon sheet, and then you have your sand. Right, so your sand, 50mm of sand, put in, and then we'll add in our symbols as we go along. Right, so one other detail then that's crucial for the prevention of thermal bridging then between the joint between the floor and the wall and the foundation. Alright, so that on the ground is there's an 80mm strip of rigid insulation put in here. Alright, so it's just put in there. We can bring it all the way down just to show you, but that's put in there. Okay, so then this is screed, so you can put in your symbol again. Same down here. And then insulation then. Again, if you have the set squares, do that right, please. Right, this looks a bit messy there now on mine. And then we have our hardcore then put in underneath this. So Right, so hardcore there. We have to put in our radon barrier. So radon barrier comes across on top of the sand. Comes across there, comes up the wall, up to the top of floor level, comes out across the top of the insulated block, comes down, and then comes across on top of that slope. So the reason that concrete fill is sloped is to get the water out, if there is any water.